And good morning, good morning. Today we're taking a look at Algorand and its performance against the dollar and Bitcoin. And I would wager if you are checking in today, you're probably pretty aware of what went down last night. So, I'm curious to know how folks handled that. Um, I know I'd been worried about something like that for a little bit now. So, let me know what was your strategy for dealing with that wicked downwards candle that we saw yesterday. I'll let you know a little bit of my strategies on how to deal with that. And frankly, we were kind of expecting it, so we were already prepared. But nice little leeway into the show's analysis. First, we're not a licensed financial advisor, folks, nor do we purport to be. This is not financial advice. We exist on YouTube to provide financial education and financial entertainment. Basically, we like the charts, and we hope you like the charts too. And with that note, make sure to go ahead, drop the like, hit the subscribe. Let me know where do you think Algorand will be 1 year from now. And getting into the chart, Bitcoin versus Algorand. Now, this here is the reason I look at weekly charts. Nothing can do better to offset concerns about massive price volatility than checking in on the weekly chart. Here against Bitcoin on the weekly chart, Algorand is still positive. And there's 10 hours left to end that candle. So even a week with this massive downward move, Algorand is still going to have positive performance against Bitcoin. That says a lot to me about the long term. And if you look here in the past couple days, and especially yesterday and last night, or past couple days, past couple weeks, if you look at the past couple weeks, we're just increasing buying momentum on Algorand. I think it's becoming a more and more popular project, and dare I now draw the trend line? Dare I draw the trend line that is occurring on the weekly chart? I still think we're good to go on this. I mean, if Bitcoin drops between 50,000 or under 50,000, I'm going to have to redo quite a bit of my analysis. That is an assumption that I am operating on right now. I think that has the potential to flip the bull market bearish should Bitcoin start moving down to that degree. If that happens, all my bets are off, and I'm holding on for dear life because we've seen some incredible gains in 2021, and they're not incredible gains if they're not safeguarded. So, moving to Algorand versus the dollar, this is the daily chart setup, and here we have the candle that had everyone sort of concerned. I think at one point we were sitting in the 20% drop range in 1 day. Yep, and the max point here was going to be 26%. Folks who watch the channel know that I was hopeful we would jump this quick, and we did. I also, have had expectations from sort of this range that we would break down this sort of functional support and retest somewhere between the 10% and 30% mark. It's too soon to make. This is a wicked bearish engulfing candle. It's too soon to make completed range analysis, but I'm just going to go ahead and put this here more directly now. I'm buying Algorand in that range. If we break down a dollar, I might be a little more concerned on Algorand. But again, this here is a long-term game. I'm really looking at those staking rewards on Algorand. I like them. I like what's going on. Watching the coin pop from 20 cents to $2 with the 6% staking rewards is really encouraging. Ideally, we're doing math with hopes that Algorand hits, $10, $15 a piece, and we've been accumulating coins with the 6% 6% interest. You know, that's just how it goes. And I encourage folks to think about staking rewards with coins, especially ones that are performing so well. So, I mean, the big question here is this: we're back on the trend line, and the larger market is starting to give causes for concern. You know, we did push beneath the trend line, and you know, we don't have a great example of that earlier in this push. You know, let's go to the weekly chart, see if things look any different here. Well, it certainly looks different in that my charting is wild. Yeah, you know, this wicked candle here is hard to read on the weekly chart. Let's go to the 4 hours. See how wild this really was. So the 4-hour chart tells a much better story in this situation. You know, we've got massive drop, some attempts to hold, and then a massive drop, and then it looks like people have actually bought the dip, and that's a good sign. You know, we come right here to my range. I think we actually just hit it with the drop. You know, I'm not sure what's going to happen next. You know, it questions this sort of functional support that I've drawn around $1.40, and you know, everything I've seen makes sense on that. You know, Algorand really does seem to want to hold this $1.40 mark, and frankly I think it will, as long as Bitcoin holds. But that's giving me a lot of cause for concern right now. I think there's a lot of reasons why 50,000 is a really important psychological resistance. What you don't need right now is for larger players to start pulling their assets, thinking, hey, you know, we calculated in Bitcoin permanently being above 50,000. We're not gonna mess around with it under 50,000. We're gonna look for new buys and we're gonna pull. And I could see that happening, you know. And folks, there's a lot of speculation as to what happened yesterday to cause these sort of dumps. And I'm sure it'll come out. But I mean, the thing is that those moves are part of the cryptocurrency market as it exists. I mean, those moves are part of the reason why we get explosive returns, because there's always the risk of the sort of explosive drops, and just the amount of money that gets, or the amount of value that gets liquidated in those moments is incredible. I mean, I know I sent out a lot of text messages last night saying, yo, go look at Bitcoin, or yo, go look at Algo, or yo, go look at Ethereum. Because it was wild. And once that stuff starts, you know, you never really know where it's going to stop. And it was pretty clear that the sell-off was outpacing the price reporting. So, you know, I think right around here, around the 160 mark last night, I was like, this does not look good, folks. It doesn't look good. And yeah, we had a fun time watching it slip. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna keep our eyes on it. You know, obviously you should keep your eyes on it too, especially if you are, you know, well invested in this space. I gotta say, it always astounds me how good a trend line can be. I mean, this trend line's been here since. I drew this trend line right here. So this is the point. I mean, that's just awesome. Let's see. What was like a March 20th trend line? March 20th. So everything after this point respects the trend line so well. It's just kind of incredible when you look at it. It seems like I must have drawn it after here. And you know, I wonder, I think I might have drawn it after this little dip, but because I seem to kind of recall, actually no, I recall drawing it before the dip and then it dipping and coming back up and being like, oh good, we reclaimed the trend line. I mean, it's impressive almost how well this continues here, and that, you know, that begs the question, what's going on right now? Is this dip again? It doesn't look like it. It looks a little worse. Are we going to invalidate this trend line? Are we going to start a new bearish season downward? I'm not sure. Um, but I am watching closely, as should you. And hey, a couple things as we sign out here. One, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Seriously, what do you think? What are you holding? What coins should I look at? Second, make sure to hit that subscribe, especially if you're a degenerate crypto trader who likes yelling at baby boomers. Those are the folks that I want around. 3, drop the like. Why not? 4, it's not financial advice, man. It's never been financial advice. We don't purport to be a financial advisor. We're not a licensed financial advisor, nor do we have any interest in being your financial advisor. You know, these videos exist as financial education, financial entertainment, nothing else. We like the charts. We hope you like the charts too. And that's about it. So, thanks folks. Safe trading and have a great day.